There was a little table by the window light, where your hand found mine in the hush of night. No grand parade, no crowded summer street, just quiet hearts and careful cups of tea. The room was small, the world was far away. A record turned and leaned into the gray. You smiled as if the evening had a name, and ever since my heart has stayed the same. Oh, how softly time can move when love has nowhere else to prove. When the waltz remembered us, it carried all we used to be. Every turn and every breath still keeps your warmth alive in me. And though the years have drifted on like golden dust through evening glass, there is a song inside my heart where all our little moments last. I still recall the coat beside your chair, the scent of rain that lingered in your hair, the way you laughed before you looked away, as if you knew I'd keep that laugh someday. We did not need a grander kind of joy than bakery light and old familiar noise. The smallest days became the brightest part and left their quiet footprints on my heart. Oh, how gently love can stay in rooms that time has walked away. When the waltz remembered us, it carried all we used to be. Every turn and every breath still keeps your warmth alive in me. And though the years have drifted on like golden dust through evening glass, there is a song inside my heart where all our little moments last. If I could open one more door to hear your footsteps cross the floor, I'd choose no grand and shining scene, just one soft night, the way it used to be. When the waltz remembered us, it wrapped the past in silver light. All the tender passing things still bloom beneath the falling night. And though A ribbon in the summer light lay on the chair that Friday night. The window held a golden breeze, and laughter drifted through the leaves. You turned and tucked your hair away as sunset leaned across the day. No grand event, no crowded show, just quiet hours with room to glow. Strange how gentle moments stay long after summer slips away. A ribbon in the summer light still sways inside my mind at night, like all the little joys we knew in rooms made warm by me and you. It lived between the easy things, the softened air, the screen door swing, and every faded golden room still lets your tender memory bloom. I hear the porch steps in the dusk, the garden air, the evening hush, the way your smile arrived so slow and made the lamplight warmer glow. We built our joy from little days, from lemonade and unplanned stays. And now the years may wander through, but summer always sounds like you. Time can close the brightest door, but not what summer once was for. Ribbon in the summer light still sways inside my mind at night, like all the little joys we knew in rooms made warm by me and you. It lived between the easy things, the softened air, the screen door swing, and every faded golden room still lets your tender memory bloom. No palace could have held us more than one soft dusk and one screen door, and all the love we did not say still shines in little summer ways. A ribbon in the summer light still moves when evenings settle right, like all the tender days we knew, with apricot skies and quiet blue. And if the world grows wide and far, I keep one room just as you are. A chair, a breeze, a ribbon there, and all our summer in the air. That ribbon sways, the dusk comes in, and summer stays beneath my skin. curtain moved in evening air, and summer gold was everywhere. You held my hand as if to say the world could wait another day.
The record spun, the shadows leaned.
The room became a quiet dream.
No crowd, no noise, no need for more
Then swaying there across the floor. What a gentle way to live, to love with all the little things we give. We danced beside the curtain light while all the city drifted by. And in that room the smallest joy could make a tired heart feel high.
Though seasons fade and years may turn,
That glow still rises clear and true. For every time the music starts, it leads my heart right back to you.
I kept the flower from your coat,
Pressed inside an old blue note,
its color left but not the day.
when all my doubts just fell away.
I kept the sound of your soft shoes,
Crossing that familiar room,
and even now in later years,
that sound returns and dries my tears. What a tender thing to know, some love still dance where old lights glow. We dance beside the curtain light while all the city drifted by. And in that room the smallest joy could make a tired heart feel high.
though seasons fade and years may turn,
That glow still rises clear and true. For every time the music starts, it leads my heart right back to you.
if I could ask one night to stay,
I choose no grander place that day than one old song, one quiet floor, and you beside me evermore. We danced beside the curtain light and left our shadows in the air. Now every evening waltzing by still finds a little of us there. Though time may fold the years away and dim the gold from what we knew, love keeps one room forever bright where I am still dancing with you. The curtain sways,
the old song plays,
and love remains in little ways. The day your smile stayed late with me, the sky was pale as memory. A quiet blue, a softened gold, the kind of day the heart can hold. You reached to tuck my hair away, and all the noise fell from the day. The street below, the distant cars could never reach the room we were. Some joys arrive so small, you almost miss them as they fall. The day your smile stayed late, it lit the corners of my mind, and all the little things we shared still bloom though left behind. A window tea, your careful hands, a laugh too warm to disappear. The sweetest parts of love I learned are still the ones I keep most near. I folded up that afternoon like pressed white flowers kept in June. And though the years have changed their tone, that little day still feels like home. Your voice was soft, the lamp was low, the room was dipped in amber glow. No grand goodbye was waiting then, just happiness too kind for end. How can such tender light still find me in a later night? The day your smile stayed late, it lit the corners of my mind, and all the little things we shared still bloom though left behind. A window tea, your careful hands, a laugh too warm to disappear. The sweetest parts of love I learned are still the ones I keep most near. If every year should take its turn, and every summer stop to burn, there will remain one gentle day no dark can ever take away. The day your smile stayed late still leans against my heart somehow, and all the quiet love we knew feels softly living now, not lost beneath the passing years, not gone with all the changing air. For what was warm and truly ours is waiting for me always there. That smile still glows, that evening stays inside my heart in golden haze.
small song rose with the tea steam there and curled around your winter hair. The room was plain, the hour was slow, but love can make the smallest glow. You looked at me above the cup, as if the whole wide world was enough. Inside that pause, that tender hush, my restless heart forgot to rush. How quietly joy can start and still outlive the loudest heart. A small song for the tea steam still drifts through me at night. It carries all our little hours in threads of amber light. No grand design, no shining crowd, just calm and close and true. That is why the years still lean toward every thought of you. The spoon against the porcelain rang, a silver note the evening sang, and through the glass the fading street moved far away beneath our feet. I did not know that I would keep that gentle hour this full, this deep, but now it lives in every place where silence wears your patient face. Love does not need to call to remain the clearest thing of all. A small song for the tea steam still drifts through me at night. It carries all our little hours in threads of amber light. No grand design, no shining crowd, just calm and close and true. And that is why the years still lean toward every thought of you. If all that's left is memory, then let it be this kind to me. A table warm, a softened view, and one slow song that sounds like you. A small song for the tea steam still rises clear and slow, and all the happiness we knew still lives within its glow. Though time may close the room we had, and seasons fall from view, the smallest song can still become a lifelong home for you. The steam is gone, cup is through, but in that song there's still you.
Beneath the quiet chandelier, Your shadow leaned so close and near. The room was dressed in golden air, and evening folded through your hair.
The clocks were slow, the city small.
We heard the silver teacups call,
and in that softly turning light,
the world grew kind and stayed all night. No need for more than this slow sway. No need to keep the dark away. Beneath the quiet chandelier, we kept a little heaven near. In every turn, in every glance, our hearts learned how to live and dance.
Though years may dim the walls we knew,
And scatter gold from what was true, that light still falls so tenderly on all you were, on all to me.
I still recall the satin chair,
The faint perfume that lingered there,
the way your fingers brushed my sleeve,
as if to ask the night to breathe.
and I recall your gentle laugh.
How one small sound could hold me fast.
No grander joy have I since known
Than sharing silence all alone. Some rooms are never left behind. They keep their music in the mind. Beneath the quiet chandelier, we kept a little heaven near. In every turn, in every glance, our hearts learned how to live and dance.
Though years may dim the walls we knew,
And scatter gold from what was true, that light still falls so tenderly on all you were, on all to me.
if I could touch 1 hour again, I'd choose that shining room back then.
No palace crowd or summer sea could mean as much as you to me. Beneath the quiet chandelier, our little world is still so clear. And though the song has drifted far, you live in every fading bar.
The night grows old, the years may fly,
Yet one sweet room survives the sky, where love still moves in candle gleam, and you return in every dream. The crystal sways,
the soft light stays,
and love still plays in hidden ways. apron full of sunlight moved across the little kitchen room. The window made a golden frame, and every quiet thing had your name. A plate, a spoon, a humming tune, a lazy little Sunday noon. No grand event, no distant train, just warmth that fell like summer rain. How softly joy can fill a place and leave its light on every space. The apron full of sunlight still hangs inside my heart, with all the tiny happiness that made our small days art. A kettle song, a folded note, a laugh beside the stove, and all the ordinary hours that taught my heart to love. I see the flower on your hand, the ribbon slipping as you stand, the tiny crease beside your smile that made the whole day worth the while. We did not speak of endless things or golden roads and diamond rings, but in the warmth of bread and tea, you gave a quiet world to me. Some loves are gently made in rooms where simple light has stayed. The apron full of sunlight still hangs inside my heart, with all the tiny happiness that made our small days art. A kettle song, a folded note, a laugh beside the stove, and all the ordinary hours that taught my heart to love. If memory chooses where to rest, it often picks the places best, not where the loudest moments shine, but where your little hand found mine. The apron full of sunlight still warms the years I knew, and all the tender things it held still softly lead to you. No grander treasure have I found than days so calm and true, where love was stitched in little things, and every little thing was you. A ribbon falls, a kettle sings, and sunlight keeps the smallest things.
One last turn around the before the evening lost its bloom. Your hand in mine, the lamplight low, and nowhere else we had to go. The curtain breathed, the record sighed, the city waited all outside. But in that slow and tender spin, the world felt safe beneath our skin. How can one circle of a song stay in a heart this deep, this long? One last turn around the room still keeps the roses all in bloom. Though time has drawn the curtains wide and years have moved the night aside, that little dance still carries you. In every step my memory knew. And when the shadows start to fall, I hear your footsteps through it all. The floorboards sang beneath our feet in old familiar waltz time beat. You smiled as if the hour could stay and never once be called away. No crowded hall, no grand display could take the place of that small sway, where every little breath and glance made all of life feel wrapped in dance. The smallest music sometimes proves the strongest thing, a heart still moves. One last turn around the room still keeps the roses all in bloom. Though time has drawn the curtains wide and years have moved the night aside, that little dance still carries you. In every step my memory knew. And when the shadows start to fall, I hear your footsteps through it all. If love survives in hidden ways, it lives inside remembered days. A turning floor, a lowered light, a heart once held exactly right. One last turn around the room still follows me through late perfume. And though the house is still and bare, your waltz remains within the air. The years may thin, the lamps may fade, but not the vows our silence made. For every room I wander through still waits to dance one more with you. The record slows, the lamplight thins, but in that turn, love softly spins.
I found a flower in the score, pressed between pages worn before.
Its color gone, its petals thin,
but all our springtime lived within.
You placed it there one afternoon
While sunlight leaned across the room,
and said this song would keep the day.
when words and weather slipped away.
Some things are
Small enough to hide, yet wide enough to hold alive. A flower pressed in the score still opens every note once more.
and from the paper,
Pale and slight, comes all our lost and golden light. Though years have turned the garden old and left the air a little cold, that quiet bloom still whispers true of all I was when I had you.
I hear your sleeve against the chair,
The paused up music in the air,
the way you looked before you smiled.
so calm, so kind, so undefiled,
I kept that score through every moon.
like proof that tenderness was true.
No storm could take, no dust could sever.
A little page that held forever. Love may leave no grand display, yet still outlast the loudest day. A flower pressed in the score still opens every note once more.
And from the paper,
Pale and slight, comes all our lost and golden light. Though years have turned the garden old and left the air a little cold, that quiet bloom still whispers true of all I was when I had you. If I could live one page again,
I'd choose that room,
that light, that pen,
a little song,
a bloom, your hand,
and all the peace.
we did not plan. A flower pressed in the score
Still blooms behind the closing door.
and every time the old notes start, it lays offspring across my heart. Though time has thinned the leaves above, it could not thin our patient love. For even now the faded blue still sings the afternoon of you.
A page, a flower,
Our little spring still fills the room. street lamp knew your name somehow. It glowed a little softer then than now. We walked beneath its amber ring and heard the quiet evening sing. Your coat was warm against my hand. The night moved slow just as we planned. No need to hurry, nowhere through. The whole wide dark grew small with you. Some nights are stitched with gentle thread and live long after they have fled. The street lamp knew your name and lit the road we wandered through. Its little halo held the night the way my heart still holds you. Though all the blocks have changed their face and newer lights have filled the blue, that old glow keeps one corner bright, where I am still in step with you. I still can hear your quiet shoes along the rain-washed avenue. The shop windows and closing signs were folded in those tender lines. You turned to say a simple thing and made it sound like early spring. No poem grand, no shining claim, just warmth enough to bless my name. How can a passing light remain and yet return with all its flame? The street lamp knew your name and lit the road we wandered through. Its little halo held the night the way my heart still holds you. Though all the blocks have changed their face and newer lights have filled the blue, that old glow keeps one corner bright, where I am still in step with you. If memory walks where footsteps fade, it walks that old and amber shade. And every night I softly find your shadow waiting there in mine. The street lamp knew your name and keeps it in the evening air. So every time the city slows, I feel as if you're standing there. Though years have passed and roads have grown and time has pulled the world askew, one pool of light still stays behind to guide my heart back home to you. The lamp still glows, the night stays blue, and somewhere there I walk with you.
The porch swing held the afternoon, a little slow beneath the June. Your sandal touched the wooden floor and made the whole day ask for more. The tea grew cool, the shadows long. A bird kept time just like a song. And in that hush of light and leaves, I learned how quietly joy breathes. No need for grander skies above. The smallest day was full of love. A porch swing full of light still moves inside my heart at night. And every little creak it knew still sounds like summer next to you. Though years may wander far from them and close that painted gate again, one gentle sway remains with me, where all our happiest hours still breathe. You brush the dust from off my sleeve and smiled as if you'd never leave. The street was still, the world was wide, yet all I needed sat beside. We spoke of nothing bright or grand, just weather books and folded plans. But in your calm, familiar tone, you made the evening feel like home. What stays is rarely loud or new. It stays because it once was true. A porch swing full of light still moves inside my heart at night. And every little creak it knew still sounds like summer next to you. Though years may wander far from them and close that painted gate again, one gentle sway remains with me, where all our happiest hours still breathe. If I could choose one place to keep beyond the reach of age and sleep, I choose that porch, that painted rail, that tender hour, that jasmine trail. A porch swing full of light still shines through every later night. And though the house may not remain, its golden hush outlives the rain. For every quiet joy we knew still leans its weight toward me and you. And in that slow remembered air, I find your hand still waiting there. The swing moves slow, the day turns mild, and in that light you still smile.
was low, the curtains drawn, the radio was barely on. Your shadow crossed the parlor wall and made the little room feel tall.
I reached to move the empty glass. You laughed and let the moment pass.
No guests, no noise, no grand display, just you and me and end of day.
How softly love can shape a room
and leave its gold behind too soon. Our shadows on the parlor wall still dance whenever night birds call, and every quiet turn we knew comes back in shades of amber blue.
Though
Years may dim that papered room and let the summer roses droop,
those shadows still remain somewhere
in every place that keeps us there.
I still recall your collar sleeve,
The way you looked before you'd leave,
as if the hour might linger on,
and never learned that it was gone.
I still recall your softened tone
That turned a rented room to
and
home.
made the smallest lamplit air
Feel like a vow was living there.
Some evenings pass yet never end.
They simply wait where hearts descend. Our shadows on the parlor wall still dance whenever night birds call,
And every quiet turn we knew
comes back in shades of amber blue.
Though
Years may dim that papered room and let the summer roses droop,
those shadows still remain somewhere
in every place that keeps us there.
If all that's left are shapes and light,
then let them stay with me tonight. For shadows made by love once known can warm a heart when it's alone. Our shadows on the parlor wall still lean through every evening fall.
and though the lamp has long burned low,
Their tender outline still can glow.
the
Room may fade, the years may bend,
but not the light we lived within.
for every shadow love once cast
Still makes a little
heaven last. The lamp burns low,
the curtains rest.
our shadows stay where love was best. The lemon cake we never finished sat between the plates and spoons. Afternoon was slowly thinning into one of those golden rooms. You were telling what time had brought. No one told the clock to slow, yet somehow it forgot to go. The lemon cake we never finished still tastes sweet inside my mind, like all the little hours of love, too gentle to be left behind. A fork, a smile, a window breeze, a quiet word, a softened chair, and all the tiny joys we had still leave their sweetness in the air. There was icing on your finger, there was light upon your cheek, and the room grew warm and tender in the middle of the week. We had nowhere grand to hurry, no bright city to outrun, yet the smallest afternoon felt as rich as anyone's. How can such a simple day still refuse to fade away? The lemon cake we never finished still tastes sweet inside my mind, like all the little hours of love, too gentle to be left behind. A fork, a smile, a window breeze, a quiet word, a softened chair, and all the tiny joys we had still leave their sweetness in the air. If memory keeps a table set for all the things we can't forget, then one small plate is waiting still in golden light upon the sill. The lemon cake we never finished still returns on quiet days, and every crumb of happiness still glows in old familiar ways. Though years may clear the table bare, and dusk may gather everywhere, one sweetness still remains for me, the way your love once filled the air. A plate half full of fading noon, and all my heart still keeps that room.
Your coat beside the piano hung like evening waiting to be sung. The room was dim, the keys were still, yet all the air was with you still. You had just laughed and turned away, the record ending in its way, And in the hush that followed through, even the silence sounded you. How can a room remember so the touch of someone long ago? Your coat beside the piano still waits in amber in my mind, and every little fold it held still brings your gentle shape to light. Though time may clear the hallway bare and close the music one by one, that quiet coat beside the keys still keeps the warmth of what was done. I hear the floor beneath your feet, a slow familiar winter beat. I see your hand brush back your hair as lamp glow folded through the air. No grand confession filled the room, no sudden promise dressed in bloom, just one soft hour, patient and true, and all of life felt close to you. The heart keeps strange and simple art, a coat, a chair, a closing bar. Your coat beside the piano still waits in amber in my mind, and every little fold it held still brings your gentle shape to light. Though time may clear the hallway bare and close the music one by one, that quiet coat beside the keys still keeps the warmth of what was done. If I could open one more night, I'd choose no grander scene in sight than one warm lamp, one softened floor, and you still standing by the door. Your coat beside the piano still leans where memory lets it stay, and every note I touch at dusk still seems to turn your quiet way. Though all the years have moved the room and dimmed the varnish, dulled the frame, that simple coat, that faithful hush still knows the music of your name. The keys rest still, the night breathes low, your coat remains where soft lights glow.
We kept the evening in a glass with lemon peel and light that passed. The window held the final blue, and every quiet thing felt new.
You raised your eyes above the rim, the room grew soft, the lamps grew dim.
No need for music loud or long. Your breathing almost was the song.
How gently happiness can start
and pour itself through waiting hearts. We kept the evening in a glass and watched the golden minutes pass. With every sip and every smile, the whole world slowed a little while.
Though later nights grew cold and far,
and changed the names of where we are, that little dusk still lives in view, in every quiet toast to you. The ice grew thin, the table warm, the city hushed before the storm. You traced a ring beside your hand, as if to hold what time had planned.
I kept that look you gave to me,
Half wonder and half certainty,
and even now it lights the air,
as if your face were waiting there. Some evenings never fully end, they simply hide where memories bend. We kept the evening in a glass and watched the golden minutes pass. With every sip and every smile, the whole world slowed a little while.
though later nights grew cold and far,
and changed the names of where we are. That little dusk still lives in view, in every quiet toast to you.
if all that's left is just a gleam,
Then let it pour through every dream,
for one small glass of fading light
can warm a lifetime of night. We kept the evening in a glass, and though the years have drifted past, its amber hush still softly stays across my most remembering days.
the room is gone,
The table bare,
but still I feel you with me there.
and every twilight sweet and blue lifts one last silent glass to you. The glass grows still,
The lamps burn low,
yet in that dusk our hearts still glow. The blue plate on the shelf above the cups and folded linens. You used to reach for it at noon, when light came drifting through the kitchen. The window made a tender square across the floorboards by your chair. And all the little things we knew were quiet, plain, and somehow true. How softly love can live in all the simplest things we give. The blue plate on the shelf still holds a little piece of you, like all the small and lovely days that passed before we ever knew. How much a life is made of this, a chair, a room, a softened view, and how the heart keeps glowing where the smallest joys once lived with you. I see your sleeves roll to the wrist, a breeze moving the curtain edge, the radio low, the kettle near, the kind of hour the soul would bless. We never needed more than that, a tablecloth, a noon like honey, and all the peace your presence gave still lingers in the quiet of me. Some memories never call out loud, they simply stay warm and proud. The blue plate on the shelf still holds a little piece of you, like all the small and lovely days that passed before we ever knew. How much a life is made of this, a chair, a room, a softened view, and how the heart keeps glowing where the smallest joys once lived with you. If love survives in hidden ways, it hides inside familiar days, a pale blue plate, a beam of noon, a room that learned to sing of you. The blue plate on the shelf still shines through every later year, and all the tender things it knew still feel impossibly near. Though time may clear the house away and dim the varnish, fade the blue, my heart still keeps one little room where every shelf still holds you. The shelf is still the moonlight gleams, and there you live in small blue dreams.
letter left beneath the lamp was folded in your careful way. The paper held the evening's warmth, as if your hands had just that day. The room was still, the curtains drawn, a record waiting near the end, and all the silence near that light felt like it knew what hearts intend. Some words grow softer as they stay, and still outshine the years away. The letter left beneath the lamp still glows in amber in my mind, and every line your hand once knew still turns the dark a little kind. Though nights have changed and rooms have gone, and newer lights have taken flame, that single page beneath the shade still softly speaks my name. Your writing leaned a little right, like branches toward the afternoon. I traced the places where the ink had faded pale, but not too soon. No grand farewell, no storm of tears, just tenderness in measured lines. The sort of love that does not shout, but stays as steady as it shines. How can one page remain so warm when years have moved through every storm? The letter left beneath the lamp still glows in amber in my mind, and every line your hand once knew still turns the dark a little kind. Though nights have changed and rooms have gone, and newer lights have taken flame, that single page beneath the shade still softly speaks my name. If I could keep one thing from time, beyond the dust, beyond decline, I'd keep that page, that lamp, that chair, and all the love still waiting there. The letter left beneath the lamp still burns with quiet, patient grace, and all the years between us now cannot erase your careful trace. The lamp burns low, the house is still. Yet in that hush, I hear you say, for every tender word you left, still lights the room I became. A folded page, a shaded light, your voice remains inside the night.
We left our summer in the curtains, in the way they moved at end of day.
The breeze came in with golden dust
And carried all our laughs away.
We left it in the window frame,
In fingerprints against the light, and every time you cross the room, and made the evening feel just right.
some seasons leave without a sound,
Yet keep their color all around. We left our summer in the curtains, and now they sway inside my heart. With every little sunlit hush, where all our happiest hours start. Though years have cooled the rose we knew, and changed the streets beyond the blue, one soft breeze still returns to say that love once lived here every day.
I still recall the apricot sky,
The little plate, the folded cloth,
the easy quiet in your eyes.
the way you made the whole world soft,
I still recall the final light,
lying warm across your sleeve,
and how the smallest glance from you
could make me want to still believe.
Time may gather dust and shade,
But not the warmth our summer made. We left our summer in the curtains, and now they sway inside my heart. With every little sunlit hush, where all our happiest hours start. Though years have cooled the rose we knew, and changed the streets beyond the blue, one soft breeze still returns to say that love once lived here every day.
if memory needs a place to stay,
Let it be there at end of day.
where curtain light and quiet air
Still say that we once lingered there. behind it yet. Move softly through my windowsill, and every time the daylight thins, I feel that room come back in view, where one warm season lived so close, and every little thing was you. The curtains rest,
The daylight fades,
our summer stays in quiet shades. A teaspoon of evening honey turn gold inside your waiting cup. The kitchen filled with quiet light, as if the dusk had stumbled up. You leaned against the counter's edge and smiled before you spoke my name. No grand event, no shining crowd, yet all the room was changed the same. How sweet the smallest moment grows, when love is in the way it glows. A teaspoon of evening honey still melts inside my heart somehow, like all the common tender things that time could never swallow down. A cup, a spoon, your softened voice, a chair pulled close, a lilting blue, and all the little joys we had still pour their sweetness back to you. The lamp had not been turned on yet. The sky was peach beyond the screen. The whole house breathed in half-light then, the loveliest place I'd ever seen. You brushed a crumb from off the cloth. I watched your hand and said nothing, for some loves do not need to speak to make the smallest evening sing. The heart remembers best of all what never had to stand up tall. A teaspoon of evening honey still melts inside my heart somehow, like all the common tender things that time could never swallow down. A cup, a spoon, your softened voice, a chair pulled close, a lilting glue, and all the little joys we had still pour their sweetness back to you. If I could taste 1 hour again, beyond the dark, beyond the when, I choose that dusk, that counter light, that tender, almost falling night. A teaspoon of evening honey still turns the late air amber sweet, and all the peace your presence gave still lingers where my memories meet. Though years may clear the cupboards bare and move the chairs and change the view, one little spoon of golden time still tastes like being there with you. The spoon lies still, the light grows thin, but honey stays beneath my skin.
When the last waltz stayed behind, the room had almost lost its light. The chairs were still, the glasses dim, yet all our hours remained inside. Your laughter lived along the walls, your footsteps rested in the floor, and every small and shining thing still felt as near as once before. Some songs do not know how to end, they only learn to linger then. When the last waltz stayed behind, it gathered all we used to be. Every smile and every hush still turned its face to look at me. Though years have carried nights away and changed the house, the town, the view, one final song remains to hold, the life I lived in loving you. I see the table by the lamp, the little ring your teacup made, the curtain breathing summer air, the gold that slowly touched your face. We had no kingdom to defend, no silver screen, no grand parade, just little joys in little rooms, and all the love those moments made. What lasts is not the loudest part, but what once settled in the heart. When the last waltz stayed behind, it gathered all we used to be. Every smile and every hush still turned its face to look at me. Though years have carried nights away and changed the house, the town, the view, one final song remains to hold the life I lived in loving you. If I could ask the dark for one small grace before the night is done, I'd ask to hear that old refrain and feel your hand in mine again. When the last waltz stayed behind, it left a light no dusk could hide. And all the little things we were, still moving slow time by my side. Though the world must close its doors and every summer lose its bloom, one final waltz still softly turns, and every turn comes back to you. The room grows still, the record ends, but one last waltz still bends and bends.